Good afternoon and welcome again to another short video giving some information about the pre-ESOL provision that is currently available through the Belfast Unemployed Resource Centre. My name is Arthur McKeown. My purpose here is to answer some of the frequently asked questions that we encounter from users and potential users of this material, and in particular to help you identify opportunities for using at least some of it for your own work. We've currently got 4 of the 5 stages in draft, and each of them provides an opportunity for teachers and learners to work through, without getting too prescriptive about it, a structured series of lesson activities. As in an earlier presentation, I make reference to the work of 3 wise men, John Haycraft, Michael Lewis and Jeff Mohammed, and particularly draw attention to a forthcoming video in which I will be talking about chunking of language and can-do statements. Can-do statements provide us with an opportunity for learners to identify what they are able to do with varying degrees of proficiency as they acquire the language. These are just the reading and writing elements of the earliest can-do statement. So, how does this then fit in with the language learners require and acquire in our programme? We try to make as much use as we can of a range of familiar topics so that they build up confidence in talking about them. And getting now to the frequently asked questions. First of all, why should I use the Absolute Beginner Compendium? It's a one-stop shop, it's clearly organised, and it provides practical activities. We may not be Seamus Heaney, but we hope you find it useful. Learners that are the target of the compendium are mature adults. They are certainly keen and cooperative in class and like using the English that they can take outside the classroom and identify. All of this adds to their motivation. What does a teacher do at this level? Well, obviously provides new language and, very importantly, opportunities to develop skills, reading, writing, as well as oral skills in using the new language. With this sort of learning group, we have to be careful about parsnips. And these are the things that we don't talk about. We have plenty of other things that can be discussed and used as examples, but these are the things that need to be avoided. How can you, as a teacher, create a good learning environment? This is a catalogue of just 5 simple but important things as you seek to get to know your learners, find out who needs extra help, and provide a clear and structured environment for their learning. How can you do it? Well, use the attendance register, make explicit use of name cards, with their permission, perhaps get photographs of class members and associate them with the names of the different people on the register. Just chat. Before you meet a group of learners, you will doubtless want to know certain things about them. For example, not just their names and the number of people in the class, but something about their perhaps current level of English, and what's going on with the practicalities of delivery. Any lesson that is going to be successful needs to have clear and explicit aims, deal with the familiar topics already mentioned, and bring in some new language that can be developed and further practiced in this and subsequent lessons. Any teacher at this level needs a simple but robust toolkit of various items that can be drawn upon for use in class for introducing new language and revising what has gone before. Also the stationery. If learners do not have a single word of English at this level, it can be daunting to get them to understand what you want to do. Using mime and demonstration and keeping your language simple can all help. And there's more that you'll need to know, and we will be talking about in the training days. But we will be exploring the can-do statements, exploring the familiar topics, talking about learning skills and where the learners progress. For some guidance on the techniques in a very practical way, I commend David Riddell's book, published a couple of years ago. Also, think about not just the training day, but opportunities to engage with our Moodle community and the volunteering available at Embrace NI. Everyone can, of course, get access to the compendium by registering for the Moodle, coming to the training workshop, and then taking part in the online Moodle community that is currently under development. Thank you for your attention in the last half dozen minutes and more. I hope you found something of interest here, and as always, I finish with thanks and a few links to ways in which you can be in touch with us. Goodbye.